morning West Coast, good afternoon East Coast, hello to everybody in between and outside. It's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great Sunday. And yeah, you probably hear it in my voice. I may not be talking as much today and I may not be as lively today because for my birthday I decided to give myself a summer cold. Yeah, so I haven't been feeling all that great. I actually started to feel bad kind of last weekend, but it didn't really hit me until this weekend. Thankfully, my birthday, I felt just fine, but I definitely, you can hear it in my voice that I have a little bit of stuff going on. So I may not be talking as much today, and here in a moment, my tea is going to be ready. I got some throat coat tea, so I'm going to be grabbing that here in just a moment as well. So, hey everybody, Brenda is here, Dawn is here, Josie's here, Sharon's here, Dawn's here, Jacqueline's here, a New York Beauty is here. Diane, Andrea, Marie, Rachel, Mitzi, Joy T, Karen, Morgan, Mary, so good to have y'all here. And thank you, of course, huge shout out to A New York Beauty, Andrea, and Rachel. Thank you guys so much for being channel members and helping to support my channel. If you're not a channel member, thank you for being here. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share it with your friends because that does help me and help my channel out because we are getting close to 15,000 subscribers here on my YouTube channel. We're almost, I think we're a little over 100 away from hitting that 15,000 subscriber mark. And when that happens, I will be opening up a giveaway for a $100 gift card to Threaded Lines. And you're probably asking about the Threaded Lines gift card for the guess as to where I'm moving. That way, right? New York Beauty says, oh geez, let me get a mask. Yes, please get a mask. That is actually why I did not go to my friend's 50th birthday party. It was yesterday, and I'm bummed because I didn't go. I didn't want to share my germs. I didn't want to cough over everybody. So I stayed home. I stayed home and I worked on other projects, including the one that you see behind me. Been plotting and planning and doing all sorts of different things. Jill's here. Thank you, Jill, for being a channel member. So yeah, I'm about to grab my tea here in a minute. It's almost ready. So as soon as the timer goes off, I'll go grab it and drink some of that tea. Yeah, just, isn't it just great? I did check, it is not COVID. I've actually tested twice for COVID and it is not COVID. It has got to be something with all of these fronts coming through and bringing all the bad weather here and everything. So, it's got to be, that's got to be what it is. It's got to be sinus related or just a cold. Don't know what. But anyways, glad to have y'all back here again. Hot tea with lemon, absolutely. Matzo ball soup are grandma's cold remedy. I definitely have some chicken soup available. So, yeah, sucks. So today we will be doing the drawing for the $25 gift card from Threaded Lines. That's going to happen at the end of the broadcast. So stick around. You do not have to be present to win. I will be emailing the winner to let them know that they won. And they'll have 48 hours to respond. And then if they don't respond, I'll pull another name. We'll just keep going until I do get going. Morgan says there's a nasty respiratory infection going around here. That may have been what I got. I don't know. For my birthday, I did go out and eat several times with some of my friends. So I could have picked it up in the restaurant. I don't know. I'm just glad it's not COVID. Just very happy it's not COVID. So anywho, so today, so again, stay tuned to the end of the broadcast. We'll be doing the drawing at the end of the broadcast. Today we're going to be working on the Gravity Quilt Kit that I was sent by Threaded Lines, and today we're going to be working on month 7. As you know, I am going to be moving, and for those of you who guessed Virginia as my place of moving, you are correct. I'm going to be moving to Virginia in September. Very excited about that. But that means that I have to finish up projects, so that way they are not hanging in the middle of being done during the move. So I am speeding up my process on the Gravity Quilt. So for the next few weeks, oh, there's my timer right there. For the next few weeks, I'm going to keep talking while I walk away. You'll still hear me. For the next few weeks, I'm going to continue working on Gravity, trying to get it complete and ready for quilting. So you will actually see me working on the Gravity quilt for the next few weeks, as you've seen me work on it for the past few weeks as well. So let me get this tea bag out. There we go. All right. Drink some. This is throat coat, and it's, my actor friends swear by it, so. Mike was the main topic on Donna's show this morning. Why is that? Hey, Pat Strawhouse, good to see you. Dale, thank you for being a channel member. And again, all of you who have green names, thank you very much for being channel members. Greatly appreciate it. Tracy says, I'm napping. I'm in nap mode because my twin granddaughters slept over and were up until 5:21 a.m. Tracy, how old are they? Goodness gracious. And so does Scotch. Yes, that. A New York beauty says throat coat works, and so does Scotch. Unfortunately, I don't have any Scotch. Yeah, I think Mary said I knew it from the beginning, and I feel like it was probably one of the worst kept secrets that I was going to be moving to Virginia. But I wanted to have a little fun with it, and since Threaded Lines wanted to sponsor a giveaway, I said, you know, sure, why not? Let's do it. So, yes, I will be moving to Virginia in September. Morgan says, I think you'll love it here in VA. I'm in South Central VA, about 5 hours from where you will be moving. Excellent. I'm excited. I love that area. Every time I go and visit Becca, I love getting the opportunity to go to the Smithsonian's, go to the national landmarks and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, Katie, good to see you. And Katie, thank you so much for that package. That was so sweet of you. Oh my, Tracy says they are 5 years old and they were awake until 5:21. Oh my gosh. Christina's saying, what are you doing behind you? Well, behind me, I know you can't see the rest of it. I put it too high up on the board, on the design wall. So these are some of the Stitch It kits from Cotton Cuts, and Katie, the Greenland quilter, sent me a box of the Stitch It kits when they were doing the Tula Pink ones, and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with it. So I'm playing around with large block, smaller block, larger block, smaller block. Just kind of playing around with it and seeing, you know, if I can make a quilt out of it, basically. So that's kind of what I'm working on. I have some more fabric off camera, but this is left over actually from this quilt, from the Carnival quilt. I have some leftover fabric that I think will work well for this. So I'm just kind of playing around with some ideas and seeing if I can create a quilt top with it. Anna said, I figured VA or MD because they are so dang close to each other, and MD is just a touch more blue. Somebody asked, oh no, they woke up. Oh, Tracy, I get it now. I thought you meant that they were up until 5:21. Got it. For people asking, will I be close to Becca? Yes, I have found a place that is going to be close to Becca. So we will be hanging out more frequently. You will see me more frequently on her channel and definitely on my channel. I don't want to like overrun her channel. So I try to be very respectful, and like when she wants me to be on her channel, great. But there are going to be times that I will not be on her channel because I want to respect her channel. So I will be on her channel more frequently. She will be on my channel more frequently, and we'll get to hang out more. But yes, I will be nearby to Becca, and I'm really excited about that. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. All right, so we're gonna do this. So I'm just laying out how it tells me in the book to sew these together. I know this is like kind of boring because I am just going to be sewing and you're just hanging out with me, and I'm not able to be as expressive today. But I hope everybody still enjoys today, even with my bum voice. Shelly says, oh boy, the two of you together more often, that could be more fun than I can handle. It's going to be more fun for me. I'm just super excited to spend time with my friend and, you know, get to explore the area more. I explored a lot of the area when I was there back in November. But obviously, like even just for a month, there's still a lot there that to see. Morgan says being close to a friend will make moving to a new state across the country so much easier. You are absolutely right. That is another reason why I wanted to pick that area, because having that support network already kind of built in is helpful. I have a couple other friends in that area. One lives in Maryland, and so it will be very helpful for me to have people already in that support network who I, you know, can have friendship and be able to tell me like where to go, pardon me, and all that kind of stuff. So Pat Strawhouse asks, Ian, did I miss the announcement of the relocation of your new home? Yes, I am going to be moving to Virginia. Katie says you have several friends in that area. I do have several friends, so it'll be nice. Karen is asking, will your new living situation have a room for a sewing studio as well as a couch sitting area? Yes, it will. So for the first time ever, I'll have a dedicated space for sewing and then a dedicated space that has a couch. So that'll be awesome. Oh man. Well, Bambi, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's very sweet of you. All right, so how does it want me to press these? I think it wants me to press these that way, maybe? No, not that way. Okay, it wants me to press that way. Okay. Now that I know which way I'm going. And of course, I gotta let the iron heat up for a moment. Deb, so good to see you. Thank you for being a channel member and hanging out this evening, this afternoon, whatever it is. Anna says, I moved to this area 2,500 miles from home with no friends or family, and it was rough, but my coworkers were the best. See, that's the only time that in-person working is good because you can have people to hang out with and all that kind of stuff. But since I work remotely, I wouldn't have that. But that's okay. I was actually texting one of my coworkers this morning because I'm very thankful I work remote, because tomorrow I would either have to take a sick day or go into the office sick and probably get others sick. So I'm very glad that I work from home and have the availability to, I still feel okay, like I'm not horrible, but it's just nice to be able to work from home and get everything that I need to do done without having to get other people sick or have to take a sick day. Joy D says, Ian, you should put a banner up. A banner of what? Auntie L says, I will be so happy to have floors instead of concrete and a sink in my bathroom again. Auntie L, I hope it is not carpeted floor. feel like I just saw a skit or something recently where they were talking about the horrors of a carpeted bathroom. I can't remember where that was from. My grandmother had carpet in her bathroom. Oof. Joydy, oh, where you're moving. Oh, gotcha. Somebody's got KFC. Can you bring me some? Um, oh boy. Deb is asking, will I be near Becca? Yes, I will be near Becca. I will be near Becca, and we will get to hang out more often, which makes me happy. All right, so I'm going to grab my E pieces now because we're going to set this aside. It goes like this. Whoop, there we go. And now I need to grab E, and we're going to make 2 of these. So I just need 2. Excuse me. There's going to be a lot of that today because I've got that tickle in the throat, which I think is like postnasal drip or whatever they call it. So excuse me all day today as I do that. Wait, did I not cut enough of these? Oh, I hope I know which color that is. I may have to go back and cut some. That is D. I'm supposed to have 4 and I only have 2. Well, it looks like... Oh, I already put them on here. That's why they're missing. I was like, oh no, I don't have enough. I may have to cut some more. Well, Dodo, it's because you already used them in the first thing. I gotta love my brain right now. Auntie L says no bathroom carpet. Yuck, absolutely. So gross. So gross. Okay, so this goes... Oh, we're going to flip these over. Okay, cool. We're going to do it like this. Gotcha. Gotcha. Shelly says, I know carpet in the bathroom when I bought my home. There was carpet in the bathroom. It took it out as fast as I could. Mold inhabited under the bathroom carpet. Ugh, gross. Gross. No, thank you. No, thank you. Bambi said we had carpet in our bathroom. The only room that didn't have carpet was the kitchen and laundry room. Auntie L says bathroom carpet was a thing. Thank goodness it is no longer. I agree. Excuse me. Hello, Barbara. Good to see you. I have a story, and I don't even know if I should admit to it or not. I don't know if I should say anything or if I should keep it to myself. It's about carpeted bathrooms, and I don't know if I should say anything. Thank you, Michelle. Greatly appreciate that. It's going to be awesome. This one, it wants me to press open. So we will press open. Anna says, I would never buy a house with a carpet in the bathroom, but to be fair, if all possible, I would buy a house with carpet, period. I hate it. I'm not a fan of carpet for the most part. It is in my bedroom, but I had no choice on that because obviously, like, the apartment complex does all of that. And actually, they're pretty good about, usually when a resident moves out, they will redo all of the carpet. So usually it's every resident. I have, Joydy's telling me to take a spoonful of honey. I have throat lozenges, which I think I'm going to use one. Sue Ellen, oh, just retracted her statement. Jackie is asking if I'm going to be driving to Virginia. Yes, I am. I am going to be driving. I do have a moving company who's going to be moving my things. But I will be, actually, I just realized I want to press these the other way. I have a moving company who's going to be moving me. And then I'm going to be driving myself to Virginia with the stuff that I don't want the movers to move. So all of my sewing machines will be going with me, because I do not want them touching them. I sound horrible. I'm like, I don't want them touching my stuff, but I don't. I don't want them to move my my sewing machines. So the reason why I just press them, it has in the instructions to press the seam open, but I just went back and pressed them to one side, so that way I can nest these seams and make it, oh, well, that's not gonna work either. That's all right, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Sue Ellen says, I can't imagine potty training with a son with carpet. Sue Ellen, take it from experience, that would be a bad thing. Because I remember definitely missing the toilet in my grandmother's house and not telling her. It's fine. It's totally fine. Deb says, my folks built their house back in the early 70s, carpet in every room. Then late 90s, early 2000s, they redid the kitchen dining area with linoleum kitchen and fake wood slats. New York Beauty says, Ian, if they're cute, get the number and they can lift. That's so funny. You're cracking me up. Get the number. Oh my. I need that George Takei, Takei, I always remember that sound effect. Oh my. I honestly thought about canceling today's live stream, but I really wanted to get this block done. So I was like, nope, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. I'm just gonna talk softer and everybody's gonna be fine with it. It's gonna be totally fine. And it is totally fine, right? Everybody's doing great. Oh my. Ooh, the points lined up nicely. Love that. Deborah says, we should have known where you were moving for as much time as you spent at Becca's and exploring. Next time we will know. That actually wasn't the case, to be honest. Originally, I'll tell you, originally the plan was going to be Colorado. So I had started the process of looking into Colorado. And then some situations changed, and I ended up just, saying, well, I've spent a lot of time here on the East Coast. I love the East Coast. I want to explore more of the East Coast. And I have a friend here who can help me kind of navigate this process and have that support network. And I'm very thankful to Becca. And I think it's going to be a very good thing for me. I'm very excited. I have a George Takei story for you for a later day. Ooh, I want to know. Mitzi said, I didn't let the moving company move my Berninas and quilting supplies. Then the car was stolen in Seattle with 2 expensive Berninas. Oh my goodness, Mitzi, did you get them back? Oh, nothing was recovered. 4 months later, they found my car almost untouched with nothing in it. Ugh, that's horrible. Shelly says, that is the best way to move your machines. I work at a sewing store and have had a few customers come in after moving machines and cabinets looking for replaced pieces or cracked screens. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not about to let them touch my machines. I just no. Just no. Hey Roxanne, good to see you. Well, that one didn't come as close. That's all right. Galloping horse, nobody will see it. Right? Juanita says, Ian, I'm so excited for your move. I live in North Carolina and not too far away from DC. Come to our beaches in the Outer Bank. I plan on it. Of course, I will be back in North Carolina because I will be in DC and Becca will be in DC. That means that she and I will be driving down to QuiltCon in 2026 because they're having it back in Raleigh. So, yup. All right, so I need B's and F, and I'm going to make 2 of these. Hey, Carrie, good to see you. Maybe you should take your iron with you as well. The only thing I had broken in a move was my iron. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff that in fact, okay, so here's the silly thing. I have to rent a van. I have to rent a Chrysler Pacifica. Because I don't have enough room in my Ford Fusion. I have a Ford Fusion. I'm not going to be able to fit all of my stuff in it. So I have to rent a van to move my stuff. And I'm actually having my Fusion shipped. Isn't that silly? I have too much stuff. I'm going to have to ship my car. Hey, Beth Ann, good to see you. Mitzi says, I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina to Seattle, no problem at hotels. Nothing happened until Seattle. They only gave me part of what everything was worth. Lost my hand quilted show quilt. Oh, that's terrible. Shelly says, oh, I missed it, sorry. Marjorie says, my boyfriend wanted a moving company move my numerous bins of fabric to New York to West Virginia until I told him how much the fabric actually cost and how heavy they are. Yeah. They will be moving some of the like generic fabric that I have. So like solids, stuff like that. Some of the stuff that's not super expensive. I will put that on the moving truck because I can't move that myself. And so, what was I gonna, yeah, so generic fabric will be fine. It'll be fine to move it on the truck. But my Tula is going with me. What is happening? Somebody's out there with a whole bunch of stuff. Carrie says, good, I have time to save for QuiltCon in 26 to see you and Becca there. Absolutely. Shelly says, Ian, you and Becca should organize a quilt retreat when you get all settled in so we can all sew together. That would be a lot of fun. And I'll tell you, that idea has already been brought up. So we'll see. We'll see what the future brings, right? But that would be a lot of fun. Joan wants to know if we have announced the winner yet. We have not. That'll happen at the end of the broadcast. So stick around. You don't have to be present to win. I will email the winner, but just FYI, it will happen at the end of the broadcast. I'm so sorry that I'm so phlegmy. I know that sometimes like noises can be a little like, that's some people's triggers, is like those swallows and all that kind of noise. So I do apologize. Not trying to be insensitive. Just got all this phlegm. All this phlegm. Right, Morgan says you never truly realize how much you own until you have to move it all. Yep. Even just moving across the parking lot when I moved into this apartment, it was like, gosh, I have a lot of stuff. And that move was easier because I could like literally fill up my Fusion. I would work during the day, and then in the evenings I would pack my Fusion up with stuff, bring it over to this apartment, drop it off. So yeah, you don't quite realize how much stuff you have until you have to pack it all. Which is another reason why I'm trying to downsize and get rid of stuff that I just don't need or want anymore. New York Beauty says, stuff the Fusion to the window bottom. It was a save for me when I did. Well, it's going to be in a van. It's going to be in the Pacifica. So it will be, oh, there's a block on the floor. I just looked down and saw it sitting there. I think that's where that goes. Stay. Deborah says, I'm excited for your move. If you ever come out west to Central California, know that you have a place to stay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Deborah. I appreciate that. I will be going back to Disneyland. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Catherine says, Happy Pride. Happy Pride to you as well. Okay, so we've done that. So apparently we're just going to keep going. What are we making now? C, F, and E. All right. Shelly says, put me on the top of the list for any quilt retreat. I will definitely, trust me, you will know. You will absolutely know. How many of you have ordered Wild West, by the way? Remember, I'm doing Calamity in large. Hopefully, if you signed up, this is C, so this needs to go, and we're making 2 of these, yeah. Don't forget, if you sign up, to use my code Ian West as the discount, or I think it's the discount code, because you will get a, you will get a free gift with your first clue. And it also lets them know that I sent you over there. Trying to talk and think at the same time is not working. Okay, we're gonna go that way. And then we just need the F. All right. Oh, gotcha. New York Beauty says to stuff the car. Unfortunately, I cannot. I cannot stuff the car because they basically are looking for that. It actually says in the rules of shipping, like, if you leave anything in your car, you're liable for anything. And they also say that they are not allowed to take personal items under, basically they just tell you don't do it. That's basically their thing. They're like, don't put any personal items in the car, just the car. Hey, Becca. Becca's here. I don't know, Becca. Did I tell them where I'm moving? Honk to you, too. Beth Ann says shipping your Fusion is not a bad plan. Will save you a ton of miles on your odometer. That is also very, very true. I'm not unhappy that I'm doing that, to be honest. New York Beauty has signed up for Mystic Cactus. Awesome. Auntie L is doing Saloon and Tombstone. I couldn't decide again. Mitzi signed up using my name. Awesome. Thank you, Mitzi. Which one did you sign up for? 100 Proof Quilter said, I want to do all block of the months, but unfortunately I can only afford to do one at a time. I'm currently doing the Legit Kit block of the month deep dive. Very fair. Totally fair. Anne says, I ordered Wild West using your code. I got Dusty Rose in large. Might pick up another in small because I usually like the small design more than I like the large size much more. Totally fair. Which is really funny because ever since I've been doing the large designs, I like the large designs typically more than I like the small designs. So it's funny how, like, everybody has their preference, right? I like the large design, but Mitzi likes the small design. Wait, was that Mitzi? No, that was Anna. Sorry, that was Anna. Katie is doing the Tombstone colorway. I forgot your exact code, but I put your name in the reference line my phone lately. I get it. I totally get it. They'll know who you're talking about. Also, I think you can email them after the fact and be like, oh my gosh, at checkout, I forgot to put in my code for my free gift. So, totally happens. Linda says, until a few months ago, I never knew about the PMQ. I know where you're moving. Yes, you do. Linda, did you get your prize in the... I haven't... Leo hasn't mentioned if he mailed those out yet. I think he said he was going to, but I'm not sure. New York Beauty says, I tip very well. LOL. Same driver picked up my car in Vegas and dropped it off in New York City. Helped me empty the car. Well, that was nice of him. Barbara's going to do a large Josie. Josie looked pretty cool. Deb says, did you pick a winner for the Where's Ian Moving? No, I haven't yet. That will happen at the end of the broadcast today, so stay tuned. You don't have to be present to win, so don't worry about that. But I will be doing it at the end of the broadcast today. So stay tuned. Perhaps he's telling you to move. Perhaps he's telling you. Perhaps he'll tell you when he kicks you out. No, that will not. No, we're not doing that. That will not happen. Not kicking Becca out. Linda says, you have a summer cold for 2 days. I've been coming down with one too. Yep, I do have a summer cold. It's either a summer cold or a respiratory thing or something. It is not COVID. I actually tested twice already just to make sure it is not COVID. It's just one of those summer things. I do have some chicken noodle soup, and I will definitely be partaking in that after the live stream today. Definitely gonna do that. I feel like I'm just moving a little slower today. So again, if I'm boring you, I do apologize. It is just kind of today's speed. Heather is still debating about, but leaning towards a small calamity. Good for you. Nope, and I just sewed that seam with that all over the place. Oh well, it's fine. My seam got twisted as I was sewing that, and I didn't notice. So it's just a little twisted is all. I hate when I twist the seams, but it is what it is. Linda says, I got it just yesterday, and I'm so thrilled. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Leo. Love John Lennon. Have always. I'm so glad that you got that. I'm so glad to hear that. Jackie's going to skip Wild West and going on with getting Dad's house ready for possibly sell. Totally fair. Mitzi signed up for Crimson Canyon. Awesome. Linda says, I had an Imagine decal on one of my cars forever. That's awesome. Deb says, thanks, Ian. I came in a little bit late and didn't know. Nope, you hadn't missed it. Not at all. Totally fine. Dale says, Becca, I think he really wants to come live closer to Mama Nancy. Karen says, I really wanted Tumbleweed for Wild West, but it sold out before I had a chance. I chose Wrangler. I think it'll be pretty. It will be pretty. And don't forget, you can always sign up for the wait list. Wait lists are there as well. Heather says, summer colds are no fun. Hubby just had one, which I mostly dodged. Hope you feel better quickly. Thank you. I feel fine for the most part. It's just my voice. That's the thing, which is never good when you're, doing live streams. It's not easy to do live streams while you have a cold. But here we are. Mitzi had a hard time choosing a colorway. Oh, Auntie Elle, you're so sweet. I would make you grandma's matzo ball soup if you lived near to me. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate that so much. So I'm actually going to grab a pen because I want to line up these points. So I'm going to grab a pen and try to line them up exactly. We'll see how well it comes out. Okay, there's that one, and then I'm going to line this one up right there. Okay, so I've lined those up, and I'll put a clip on them. Linda says I'm actually going to frame it for my wall rather than quilt it. That'll be pretty cool. I think that'll look very nice. Becca is actively working on some projects today, so she does see all of your chats, even if she doesn't say anything. Her hands are busy working on her projects. And for those wondering, I have not seen the cat. It stopped coming around, so I hope it's okay, and I hope that everything is good with it, but unfortunately I have not seen it in a while. It's been a little bit. It's been several weeks. New York Beauty says, "You're Phoebe with your sexy phlegm." I wish it was more sexy because I don't feel very sexy right now, but there you go. Dragonfly for Donna says, I think Calamity got sold out. I don't think it did. I'm going to go in and check really quick because I don't think it did. Cotton Cuts, that's where I'm going. Let me go in really quick and check for everyone. Dusty Rose sold out. Tumbleweed sold out. Calamity is still in stock. And Crimson Canyon sold out. And Mystic Cactus sold out. And Tombstone sold out. However, if you go on the Cotton Cuts website, underneath the colorway, it'll actually tell you probability of getting more fabric. So for Mystic Cactus, there's a medium chance that they'll get more fabric. For Tim Holtz Tombstone, the probability of getting more fabric is high. They actually sold out of Ghost Town and restocked it. So just take a look at that wait list option, and you can feel free to sign up for that wait list to see if they can't get some more fabric for you. Wait, is a New York Beauty Mike Seppa and I just didn't know it? Mike, did you change your name on here? Is that what's happening? If that's the case, like, it's gonna make a lot more sense now. I was confused as all get out, but that may explain a lot. Because you can change your name here on YouTube, and so sometimes that happens, and I don't realize it, and I think it's like a new person, and then it's actually this other person the whole time. Yes, you are slow. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Mike. Good to know. Can y'all tell me when you change your screen names? Please? I was like, I saw Auntie L keep putting Mike, and I'm like, Mike's not in the chat. I haven't seen him. Where is he? Gosh. Now I feel stupid. I feel dumb. Joan says, I chose a small Calamity and I mentioned you. Thank you so much. It's still on the website. It's still on the website. That doesn't mean it's not sold out, but per what the website is reflecting, and I didn't check Facebook. Facebook, they may have posted, but I haven't seen it this morning, so it doesn't mean anything. Oh no, Carrie Quilts says, I hate it when I run out of bobbin doing free motion quilting. It's the worst. That is the worst. Donna says, oh, wait, it was Crimson Canyon. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense, because I was like, no, pretty sure that it hadn't. Must have gotten less coffee than I thought. No worries, it happens. I'm so sorry. I know that's so annoying to y'all, and I apologize so greatly. All right, we're almost done. New York Beauty, aka Incognito. Yep, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. I was very confused. What do you mean, Mike? Mike's not here. Why do you keep saying Mike? I don't see his name anywhere. Do. Karen, yes, some of the colorways did get restocked. So, no. Ghost Town. Ghost Town did sell out. Ghost Town sold out. And then, what else? There was another one that did, and I can't remember which one it was. I hate summer colds. I really hate summer colds. Linda, you are so sweet. Thank you. Summer colds are the worst. Clips. I swear I had more than 2 out. Oh, down there. Found them. Heather says, FOMO is real. I ordered Small Calamity with Ian's code. Thank you so much. I appreciate you using my code. Blame it on the cold meds. Always works for me. That would make sense if I was taking cold meds. Fortunately, can't blame it on the cold meds this time. Post-nasal drip is like so intense. That tickle just never seems to go away, you know? All right, let's see how badly I did. LA for Dreams, Lori is saying, I'm thinking of doing one puzzle mystery quilt, but still a bit nervous about quilting. Better make up my mind or they will be out of them. Very true. Very, very true. Oh, that came out perfect. My edges didn't come out great, but the center points did. I love that. My little sister always wants to know how you make fluffy dumplings. I tell her repeatedly it's the baking powder. I tried to make souffle pancakes one time and it did not go well. Ghost Town and Bluebell will restock. Thank you. Mike says I need the behind-the-counter Sudafed. And then it'll keep me up all night. It's more in here than anything else. Thankfully, I have a doctor's appointment already this week. So, although by the time I get there, I feel like I'm going to be back to normal. So, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. What's the blocks behind you? They look great. They look great. So these were some of the Stitch It blocks. Well, actually, they were some of the Stitch It kits that were sent to me by the Greenland Quilter. And I've been slowly just kind of turning them into blocks. And so I am now trying to figure out how to put them into a quilt. So last night, I started to play around with a layout and think about how I wanted to put them into a quilt. So that's what you see behind me, me just kind of playing around and seeing what I feel like is going to work for this. Whoop. Excuse me. Very true. Carrie Quilting says the best way is to just dive into quilting. Absolutely. I could not agree more. Yeah, that's close enough. I'll accept it. My edges are weird on this one. I don't know why. I did something somewhere because I've got some like weird jagged edges. But here's the block. Oh, look, you see a star. Look at that star pop up out of nowhere. That's pretty cool. But do you see my edge? It's like pretty far off. It's not showing up on camera. Okay, well, never mind. All right, one block done in just an hour. Look at that. I felt like, oh, that's a little too high. I felt like I was going slow, but we got this done in about an hour, and that's not bad. Is that on camera now? Can you see it? Yeah, you can see that. I'm wondering if I should like straighten it up, if I should take a straight edge and fix that. Because it's a pretty big jag. Let's see. Let me catch up on chat. Deb says Cotton Cuts does tell you the probability of getting more fabric. Yep. Deborah says all the colors are beautiful. PMQ. I haven't decided yet. I will today though. Excellent. Is Gravity a 12-month effort? Yes. So it is originally supposed to be a 12-month program, but I'm trying to speed up and get it done before I move. So that's why I'm devoting so much time to it. Lori says that looks fantastic. Thank you. Linda says great, gorgeous block. Thank you. Just got here from church. Are you okay, Pam? I'm doing good. I just have one of those summer colds or sinus, upper respiratory blah, one of those things. So that's true. Karen says, wait for the straight edge. You can always do it later. Very true, Karen. I will definitely just leave it. And then when I'm assembling the whole quilt, I will decide then. It looks pretty cool though. All right, let's do the same thing, but in red. I wish I had some of those. I had these throat lozenges. I don't have any more. I had throat lozenges that were like really good. They were like round and they came in a tin, and it would like numb the throat completely, and it was just amazing, and I wish I had more of those. Linda says, Ian, you're so handsome. Do you model? You should. I do not, but thank you very much. I appreciate that compliment. I do not model. There was a hot minute when I thought I could become a model, but it didn't go anywhere, obviously. Nancy says, Ian, does your yuck have a cough from... I'm not from... I don't know. I'm confused, Nancy. Okay, okay, this way and this way. Linda says, you are a distinguished gentleman. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, I really do. Joy says, hi Ian, got here late. Did you announce where you're moving yet? Yes, I did announce where I'm moving. I'm going to be moving to Virginia. I have not picked the winner yet, though. That'll happen at the end of the broadcast. But I will be moving to Virginia in September, which I'm very, very excited about. And yes, for the record, I will be moving close to Becca. You have top thread. Why do you tell me you don't? You have top thread. Madam, you have top thread. We're gonna do that again, are we? Okay, fine. Yes, Jacqueline, that's it. The sucrets. I need to get some more of those. Yes, Linda, that was it. Oh, gotcha. Does your yuck have a cough from HE double hockey sticks? No, it really doesn't. I cough because I get the tickle in the throat. But for the most part, I haven't really, like, it's not a lot. I have had much, oh, it might help if you rethread the machine, right? I took the thread out, but I didn't put it back in. I've had much worse coughs with colds, and the only time I really cough on this one is when I get that tickle in the throat. Otherwise, I'm good. Deborah says, are the puzzle pieces the same for all the colorways? Deborah, the small clues all have the same pieces. The large clues all have the same pieces. The small and the large clues do not have the same pieces. So large goes with large, small goes with small. So if you want to follow along with me on a large and you choose a different colorway than Calamity, you will still be able to follow along because I will be showing you how to do the large. If you get a small puzzle, it won't work the same way. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, while I get things set up, Becca is right. Becca said in the chat, I can't wait for you to be closer to me. For those curious, I think he's waiting for his things to arrive. He's planning to stream from my studio that Sunday. That is absolutely true. Um, I obviously will not have all my stuff, or even if I do have all of my stuff, um, I will obviously not have had time to set up my studio. So I'm planning on broadcasting the first Sunday that I get there from Becca's. I know, Deb. It would be great if Tiffany could move closer too. And Becca's right. She and I are both planning to fly out together since we'll be close to each other. We're planning on flying out together to Phoenix. I know. Too bad Mary moved. I know. I miss Mary. What am I doing? Oh. Oh, there's Tiffany. Tiffany says, it would be nice, but I survive on dry heat. She was lurking, everybody. And hopefully she will come out again for QuiltCon when it's in Raleigh again. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the future brings. Hello, Melissa. Thank you for being a channel member and thank you for being here today. Tiffany says, okay, back to being unseen, trying to nap, and I hear my name. Hi and bye all. Lori says, I'm so happy for you, Ian. It's always good to start new adventures in life. So I'm going to pick my PMQ tonight and go for the gold. You should. It will be great. It will be great. You'll have so much fun with it. You will have so much fun with it. Trust me, they're a lot of fun. Pam asks, Ian, do you have a place already lined up for your move? Yes, I do have a place lined up, and I am excited to get there, for sure. It's a cute little apartment, and I can't wait. I just am super excited. And especially, like I said, this little apartment will give me a place to have a studio and a living room, which, I mean, it's not the worst thing that I don't have both of those right now, but it definitely will make, you know, recording videos so much easier, because instead of having to set everything up each time, hopefully, you know, I'll just have to set my project up and then I can just get straight into it, rather than having to like set up all the equipment to record with and, you know, blah, 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 yada, yada. So it'll be exciting. Oh, thank you so much, Mitzi. Greatly appreciate you joining the channel membership at the bronze level. Thank you. Karen says we're having thunderstorms now. They are headed towards me right now, so I feel your pain. Night Owl is asking, are you going to be able to keep the same job? And yes, thankfully, I am going to be able to keep my job. I work remotely, and my move does not change anything. Unfortunately, because it is my choice to move, that... thank you so much, Catherine. I greatly appreciate that. Because I work remotely and it's my choice to move, I do not get... Quilt Squirrel, thank you so much for becoming a member. No, subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Greatly appreciate that. I was like, a member? No, 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 no. You subscribed. Because it's my choice to move, my cost of living won't change, unfortunately. But I'm okay with that. Like, I'm very okay with it. And it, like, trust me, the perks of my job way outweigh anything, any negative aspects. The cons, basically, they very much outweigh any of the cons. So I'm okay with it. This is my choice, and I'm happy with that, and I fully accept that. But it's the right thing for me, so there you go. Deb says, if you have a nagging cough, drink not from concentrate pineapple juice. I may have to add that to my grocery order. And then Shelly says fruit punch helps with a sore throat. Don't know why, but it does. I'll have to check that out. I've also heard marshmallows help. I've never tried that one. I'll have to try that at some point. Deb says, I get it, Tiffany. My husband wants to move to a warmer climate. I always say, go ahead, but I'm staying here in Iowa. That's funny. I mean, it's not, but it definitely is. Ooh, these points. They're not perfect, but they're sure close. I mean, look at that. Look at those points. They're dang close. Okay, so that goes there. Mike, you changed your photo again. You had it changed. Another reason why I couldn't tell who you were, because your photo was changed, and now you've changed it back. Just what I think of getting used to you one way, you change it back the other way. That's too funny. Sadie says, try some hot tea with a tablespoon or two of honey. That was what was in here. I had some tea in there with a little bit of honey and throat coat. Throat coat was the tea that I used. Donna says, Ian, your Alexa won't know what to do with all of the room, right? Except I don't have an Alexa. I just have the HomePods. What am I doing now? B and F. Whoops. Marshmallows make everything better. I agree. Mike says, I don't want to confuse you. LOL, never get used to me. Too funny. Mike, I am planning on visiting New York since I will be a 4-hour train ride away. So you better be ready. I'm going to come to your town. I'd love to join, but got hacked a while back, and I'm scared to put a credit card. I totally understand, or even use PayPal. I wish I could Apple join. I totally understand. It is not a requirement at all. I greatly appreciate those who do support me and do, decide to sign up, but it is not a requirement. And just y'all being here, and honestly, Linda, if you, thumbs up my videos, share my videos, all that kind of stuff, like that is super helpful. So, and leave a comment, comments in the chat. Leave comment in the chat, or after the video goes live, you can leave comments on there as well. And that super helps my channel. Super helps my channel. Let's see. Well, Donna, it's y'all's Alexa devices that I talk to, but I don't have one. It's all good. It's all good. Excuse me. Deborah would love to have a traveling job, but she would miss her puppies and chickens. That is the good thing about my job is I can, and since I don't have any pets, I can, go anywhere that I want to and work from that location. So my friends are actually moving to Colorado, and they've already told me that I can come stay with them for a little bit and work from their apartment. And another friend in Oregon has the same kind of deal with me, that they, they want me to come stay with them, and I can still work from there. Well, thank you, Linda. I really appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. I think once I get moved, I don't want to do it before the move, because I want to get my studio set up the way that I want it to. But I think once I move, I'm going to invest in Ecamm Live, which for y'all doesn't mean a lot. It's just basically a live streaming software that I can use. Becca tried it out on Friday. Pardon me. She tried it out on Friday. And I think I want to try it out and see if that's like a good solution for me. But it does cost a membership fee every year. It's like $350, I think. It's $350 something dollars. Becca, if I'm saying that, if I'm incorrect on that, feel free to jump in the chat. But it's kind of expensive, but y'all's tips and support help me pay for that, so that way I can up the production value and try to do, cleaner and nicer looking presentations and all that kind of stuff. So your support definitely means a lot to me and helps me out a lot. I definitely am not just going to the casino on Friday night and blowing that money at the casino. It's going back into my YouTube channel. Deb is asking how close you are. How close am I going to be to Becca's? I'm just going to be a few minutes away. It is very, very close, which I'm super excited about. So that way I can go bug her whenever I want. Mitzi was a traveling nurse for 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. And took her dog everywhere. That's awesome. Kathy says, hello, Ian and all. I just now got home from a retreat. Best wishes for your move. Thank you. Irish Sail Lady says, just got back from running errands. I'm working on the showering stars using Cafe fabrics with white stars and black speckled background. Awesome. Yeah, Becca says, close enough to hang out frequently, but far enough away to have my own space. Absolutely. Linda is asking, Ian, other than the extra stitches, do you have a preference for the Bernina over the Juki? So honestly, between the Bernina and the Juki, I like them for different reasons. It's really like comparing apples and oranges. The Bernina, obviously, like you said, has more stitches. The dual feed is nice, which, oh, you can't see it on the back there. This is my dual feed foot, and it's built into the machine, so it just applies on and off like that. I do like that feature a lot. I like my Juki for making bags and zippered pouches and stuff like that. If I'm doing sewing, then if I'm just doing just regular sewing stuff, I prefer the Bernina. So honestly, they both create wonderful stitches, and I'm really happy with both of them, to be honest. So I don't like that my Juki only has a straight stitch on it, but by the same token, it makes for really nice bags. Like, making bags is really nice on the Juki. Linda says, you will now be quilting your own quilts to enter into the quilt show. It's a possibility. Joan says, so more lives with the two of you in the same room. Absolutely. Hey, Zaza, good to see you. Nancy says, so when you fall and can't get up, Becca can come over and laugh with you. It's true. It's true. Linda says I never know how to say that machine correctly. I always am like, Vef. Has dual feed, and that's why I prefer it. I have been enjoying the Juki, but I wish the feet were better. I do like the feet better on my Bernina. I guess you could say I have a foot fetish for sewing machines. Sewing machines. Okay, I already did that one, so now I need this one. I don't know. That's a good question, Becca. Becca's asking if she wonders if I'll be able to configure Ecamm Live on her computer to run the stream when you need to do it. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that works. Hello, Melissa. I don't know why I said it that way. Sorry. Melissa. Melissa, I'm not sure where Sterling, Virginia is. I'm obviously still going to have to get my bearings, so I'm not sure how close or far away that is going to be. Right, now I can come over and say hello to Mama. Absolutely. Um, Linda, fifth. I always want to be like, F. Oh, Becca's saying that I'll be about 45 minutes from there. Linda says all that screwing on and off. I know that is the one thing. Another thing that I do like about the Bernina is just the quick release foot. It's so much easier. So much easier. And yes, I definitely will be visiting Mama when she's around. Heck, who knows? Maybe sometimes I'll go over there just to say hi to Mom. Won't even say hi to Becca. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Hi, GG Quilts. Good to see you. Yes, that is true, Becca. Thank you for bringing that up. For the locals, Becca says we are planning to be at the expo on Saturday. It'll be Ian's first weekend in Virginia, and we're celebrating with a quilt show. What better way to celebrate, right, guys? Becca, have they opened entries for that quilt show yet? I'm curious. I tried looking on the website, but it still shows North Texas, and I'm like, I know, I've already entered in North Texas. I want to know about Virginia. And it's like, but you don't get to know. Andrea June says, okay, what did I miss? Pardon me, I had to rescue my husband. The bed collapsed on him and he needed help putting it back. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, geez. You had to rescue him out from underneath the bed? Oh, Lord. Yes, and I hope he's okay. He's okay, I think. Okay, good. How did the bed collapse on him? I'm curious. I was worried. So long ago, when I was a young kid, my family would go out to this dude ranch in far west Texas every year. And they would put us in the family cabins that had bunk beds. And I always liked the top bunk, but my sister, I had this horrible image in my head of like, in the middle of the night, I turn over and these beds were kind of rickety. And so like, I was terrified, like in the middle of the night, the bed was gonna fall apart. I was gonna go crashing down on top of my sister and like hurt her. And so like, I begged my mom to let us, and she's like, but you like the top bunk. And I'm like, but I'm so scared it's gonna fall in the night. She's like, nothing's gonna happen. And I'm like, please. And she's like, all right, fine. So we ended up switching bunks. So I moved down onto the bottom bunk and my sister was on the top bunk because she was a lot lighter than I was at that time. So didn't have to worry, but that's how my brain works. I always go into the worst case scenario, right? GG Quilts says, I have the pixel quilt loaded, but I don't know what to do with it. Not that I know much about long arming. Meandering or stitch in the ditch, what do y'all think? Oh, that's a good question for everyone. So GG Quilts is currently got a pixel quilt on her long arm, and she's trying to figure out what to do, stitch in the ditch, or should she do a meander? I think, personally, you should do a meander, because I think that's part of those pixel quilts is like, you don't want to bring attention to what would be the stitch in the ditch. I think the meander would help kind of break that up a little bit. Zaza says, Ian, with your history, I'm surprised you are allowed that high up. Wow, this is true. This is also very true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Ooh, I forgot. I haven't watched the newest episode of Doctor Who. I need to do that today. Maybe I'll do that after I get off live stream. Andrea says he's a big boy and he plopped down on it and the screws gave way that were holding the slats and the rails on the footboard. I had longer and stronger screws in my toolbox, so handy and I to the rescue. There you go. Donna, not at all. I'm one of the weird people that when I go over to somebody's house, I'm thinking about escape routes. I'm thinking about tornado shelter. Like, where do I go if there's a tornado? Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of all the things. So, no, Donna, not at all. I definitely, and it's actually happened because I was house sitting for some of my friends, and at 7 o'clock in the morning, the tornado sirens go off, and I'm like, oh crap, where do I go? And so I opened the closet that I thought would be the tornado shelter, and it's completely full. Like, there's no more room for anything or anybody, so I couldn't get into it. So I had to go in the hallway and seek shelter in the hallway. So, yep. Zaza says last night the Doctor Who was really good. I need to watch it. It looked like it was going to very much relate to today's environment with social media and all that kind of stuff. So very excited for it. Mitzi said, oh, I started watching Doctor Who for the first time and I really like it. That's awesome. I've loved Doctor Who before it was cool here in America. I was literally telling my friends about the show. I was like, yeah, there's this cool, he's an alien and he flies in this TARDIS, and they just looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, no guys, it's really cool. And they were just like, yeah, okay. And then like 2 years later, they come back to me and they're like, oh my gosh, Doctor Who's so cool. And I'm like, I told you guys. And they're like, no, you didn't. I'm like, yeah, I did. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. I'm like, I literally told you all about that 2 years ago. I am a prepper. That is true. I do like to be prepared. You are not wrong. My sister said she would lay there and dove for my spot and fell out onto the ground. We heard a knock at the camper door. It was my sister. She wasn't hurt and she landed on a pillow. Good. I'm glad. Andrea says, I'm that way. I've been accused of being an overthinker more than once. Same. Definitely same. My husband liked it forever, but I just nevertheless watched it with him. Yep, it's been around for a while. I always tell people go back to not Capaldi. My mind's drawing a blank. Who was the first Doctor? Who was the reboot Doctor? I know somebody. Mitzi, I know you. Zaza, I know you're gonna know this. Not Capaldi. Eccleston. There we go. Go back to start with Eccleston because that's where it really. Like, you can go back to the old ones if you want, but I don't recommend it because they're so cheesy, so cheesy. We're talking, early sci-fi. But Eccleston is where you need to start at for sure. Deborah says, my son got me hooked on that a few years ago. He still watches it. Me, not so much. I watch everything YouTube, so since we don't have cable anymore. My therapist calls it being hyper vigilant. That is me. That is absolutely me. I've been watching Doctor Who since 9, but skipped the last 2 Doctors. I'm a massive Torchwood fan. Me too. I'm sad that they never finished Torchwood. Just left us on that cliffhanger. Donna says, I've never seen Doctor Who, and my dad always liked British comedies like Benny Hill, Fawlty Towers, Mighty Python. I love, and I still watch it because their local PBS station plays it. I love Keeping Up Appearances. Best British comedy ever. Partly because that was my grandmother to the T. She was exactly like that. So I think it kind of reminds me of her, basically. But yeah, no, I love Keeping Up Appearances. So good. And Are You Being Served? We can't forget that. Mitzi says, we like BritBox and watched Doctor Who Marathon recently. Awesome. Andrea says, the trouble is when I take a 2-week trip somewhere, I take anything and everything I might need just in case. Then I hardly need any of it. Absolutely. I've been there, done that. Gigi Quilts loves Keeping Up Appearances as well. Stacy went back and watched all of the classic Doctor Who after I got into the new Who in the Tennant era. Love Tom Baker. I have not gone back and watched all of them. I've seen a few episodes of the old Doctor Who, but I've not gone back and watched the whole thing because a lot of them are pretty cheesy. They're pretty cheesy sci-fi. But I mean, again, like 40s, 50s, 60s, you know, they're very low budget sci-fi TV show and stuff, you know. I get it. I totally get it. Are You Being Served is great. Loved Are You Being Served. Mr. Humphreys, are you free? I'm free. Did you know that Mr. Humphreys and Hyacinth's neighbor, Liz, were cousins? I did not know that. I did not. That's very interesting. Mr. Humphreys and Liz from Keeping Up Appearances. Well, Mr. Humphreys from Are You Being Served and Liz from Keeping Up Appearances were cousins. How funny. I had no idea. That's very interesting. All right, 2 more. Yep, that happened. All right, 2 more seams and we'll be done. Hyacinth bucket. It's bouquet. The bouquet residence lady of the house speaking. It's always funny. I always know whenever a certain part of a video hits your screens. The bouquet residence, the lady of the house speaking. Ian, have you seen Absolutely Foldsy or Absolutely Fabulous? Excuse me, Ab Fab. Yes, I have seen it. I have not watched it from like I haven't. I've seen a few episodes, yes, and it's hilarious. What's even more hilarious is their bloopers. Their bloopers are even more hysterical. No, Sister Violet with room for a pony. Ugh, that was my grandmother. That was absolutely my grandmother. Any chance she could to impress. My hand-painted periwinkle Doolton? Paisley Stone. Oh, Lord, Mike. It's Barbara, this is a cool block. It's a cool block. For sure. I'm liking it. Shelby is admitting that she bought the Keeping Up Appearances DVDs. There's nothing to admit there because that's great. You don't have to admit anything because that is a good investment. It was on Netflix for a while. I don't know if it still is or not, but it was on Netflix for a while, and I definitely streamed it on there. Oh, hey, Ian, let's, put thread in the machine again. Lord help me. Faulty Towers was funny. It's funny because my mom swears that she stayed in the hotel that Faulty Towers is based off of. Because when she and my dad went to England, they swear that they found the exact hotel because the people who owned it acted exactly like the people from the show. Oh, Vicar Dibley, yes. Dawn French, amazing. Yeah, Vicar of Dibley was great. Mom would watch Valley Kiss Angel. Is it Valley Kiss Angel or Bally Kiss Angel? I can't remember which one, but she would watch that show a lot. I don't know what days it came on. I feel like it was Fridays. She'd watch it every day it came on. But it's not a comedy, but yeah, she would watch that. We stream it on BritBox. Totally worth it. Absolutely. It's a little off, but I'll take this. Yeah, it's okay. Valley Kiss Angel, thank you. Zaza says I worked in a hotel that was like Faulty Towers. Goodness gracious. I couldn't remember if it was like Valley Kiss Angel or Bally. Thank you, Valley Kiss Angel. What's funny is when I was in England, now, Zaza, you're in Scotland if I remember correctly, but when I was in England, my friends who lived in England at the time, um, I told them that I loved watching, Keeping Up Appearances, and they were like, "Oh my God, that's so old. Y'all still have that over there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we love it. We love watching it all the time." And they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's forever ago." They couldn't understand like why we would still be, having that show on. I was like, I don't know, it's great though. It's a great show. I don't even know if they still show Keeping Up Appearances over in England anymore. Like I said, my friends were just kind of like, "That's so old. It's been over forever." Zaza says, "Ian, that block has come together really quickly." It has. Once you do the first one, it's kind of muscle memory. Deb says we did a free trial of YouTube TV. Hubby, did I have a stroke there? Hubby was told we would have it for a cheaper price for 6 months. Free trial was 7 days, and then they changed it to 70. Charged him $70 when he got it canceled at the end of May. That sucks. Yeah, they did up the price. That's what I actually use. I use YouTube TV for my TV consumption. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Sorry. YouTube TV. Yeah, that's actually what I use to watch TV with. And it does cost $70 a month, and it was cheaper just a few months ago. But there are some things that I like. I can't go without news, and so I use it for news. And I was about to say Doctor Who, but Doctor Who's not on anymore. Oh, thank you guys. All right, here is the red version. I'm not usually a fan of red, but I kind of like this. It looks pretty good. Oh, excuse me. All right, so here is our green and our red version. So there we go. There's month 7 done. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for all the sniffles. Ugh. Right, nice earrings. Got my big hoops on. Zaza, yeah, it is expensive. So, Deb, they had a deal. When I signed up for it, it was cheaper, and then the deal went away, and I don't know what happened. This needs to get. I'm gonna go over this seam really quick because I just noticed that it's already trying to fall apart on me. So I'm just gonna run it under the machine really quick again. Oops, what happened there? There we go. That's better. Just do a real quick little. There. Got my big hoops on. Oh, excuse me. Yes, Doctor Who on Disney Plus. Shh, I share Disney Plus. My friend has it. She pays for it. I just use it. Oh. Oh, Jackie has Keeping Up Appearances. It was her mom's. I love that show. All right, so there you go. Look, you can see it in front of me. Look, they look so pretty. There's a few points that are a little off. Whatever, it'll be fine. Lily, did Lily ask something? Oh, gotcha. Lily is asking, just got here, did the big announcement happen? Well, it depends on which big announcement you're asking for. The big announcement of my move is yes, I will be moving to Virginia. If you're asking if the winner has been drawn, no, it has not. So you didn't miss anything. He's moving somewhere. That's funny. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to end the live stream. Bye, everyone. I can just hear you out there screaming, no, we want to know who wins. All right. Midsummer Murders. One all. Oh. I don't know what Midsummer Murders is. I'll have to check. I've heard that, not the same, but I've heard that Only Murders in the Building is a great one, and I need to watch that one. I also need to watch the end, pardon me, of, what's that show called? Young Sheldon. I need to watch the end of Young Sheldon. I didn't get the chance to see that. And Lori's like, no, you can't hang up yet. We still need, ow. We still need to find out the winner. We do. What is happening? I should be so sarcastic. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. All right. Next week, we're going to be doing Eclipse. So, Eclipse looks fun. Oh, that's going to be very interesting. And it looks like I'm going to have to do some pre-cutting ahead, or pre-sewing ahead of time. So I'm looking at it, and it takes you take strips and you cut them into some shapes. You sew them together and then you cut them into shapes. So I'm going to have to decide if I'm going to do the pre-cutting and the sewing prior to going live. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't want to, as much as I love y'all, y'all distract me sometimes, and I know this about myself, so I would end up making a wrong cut, and I don't have any more of this fabric. So I may go ahead and pre-sew and cut some of those. It might be a little shorter of a live stream than what we're used to, but at least I wouldn't have to worry about like messing it up, right? So I'll take a look during the week. Oh, how did I do that? I put a scratch in my book. I don't know how I did that one. I'll look at it during the week and I'll figure out. Linda says, my pup was begging for some chicken. I'll take some chicken noodle soup. Andrea says, I had your location right clear up until the last clue, and then that last clue messed me up. I guessed New York because I was thinking of Niagara Falls. Darn it. Dang. All right, so Lisa says, no, I don't like the pre-sewed ones. I know, but I want to sew those strips together and cut them so that way they're ready for the live stream, because otherwise I know myself, I would make a mistake, and since we only have a limited amount of that fabric, I don't want to mess that up. All right, so let's go. I'd make you some with homemade egg noodle. Ooh, yes, please. Ooh, you know what sounds really good right now? Egg drop soup. Oh, that sounds so good. All right. Let me make sure I have everything set up. Yes, I do. I have everything set up. We're going to go over to the wheel. There we go. Again, thank you to Threaded Lines. They sponsored this giveaway. There were 100 and... how many? There were... 178 correct guesses that I was going to be moving to Virginia out of, 237. There were 237 people who filled out the form, and 178 got it correct. So I'm going to spin the wheel. I love hot and sour soup when I don't feel. Oh, that's a good one too. I might have to do that egg drop soup. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh. All right, back to task at hand. All right, so I'm going to spin the wheel. Whose ever name pops up, I'm going to email them and let them know that they won. You'll have 48 hours to respond. If I don't hear from them, then I'm going to go to the next one. This is for the $25 gift card from Threaded Lines. Again, thank you, Threaded Lines, for having fun with me and wanting to be the sponsor of this giveaway. Greatly appreciate it to them. Everyone, please make sure to check out Threaded Lines on the interwebs and place your order today. Don't forget, you can also do the Gravity 2025 kit. They're pre-ordering the Gravity 2025 2025 Gravity Kit that is made from Stonehenge fabric. So go check it out. All right, here we go. Let's spin it and see who wins the gift card. Woo! Everybody build up the drama, the suspense, the horror. No, just kidding. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it? And hopefully they're here too. That would be awesome. Da, 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 da. Who's it going to be? Oh, Christina! Christina! Don't worry, I will be emailing you to let you know. I gotta find out. Let me come back onto my face camera. Christina, you won. Let me find out who this is. They didn't put their last name. Let me sort this list and see where they live. That's why I asked for the city and the state, so that way I could pinpoint you and find out who you were. They live in Sunland, California. So Christina from Sunland, California, you have won the $25 gift card. I will email you to let you know that you've won, and you'll have 48 hours to respond. I was hoping that they would be here, but unfortunately, they were not, it looks like. Unless they're in the chat right now going, oh my God, I won, which I don't see. So I will reach out to Christina. Oh, that's an interesting email. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want to, give private information out. So I will email them. They are definitely a quilter from their email address, though. So congratulations, Christina. I'll reach out to you, and again, you'll have 48 hours, and then if I don't hear from you, I will go to the next person. So make sure to check your spam folder, too. Check that spam folder and make sure that my email doesn't accidentally end up in there, because it has happened. I've had it end up where it went into the spam. Becca just jumped in chat and said, I won. Christina is a code word for so Becca. Well, Becca, if you and everyone else wants another chance at a $100 gift card from Threaded Lines, don't forget, once I hit 15,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway for that $100 gift card from Threaded Lines. Help me get that goal and share this video with your friends, share my content with your friends, get them to subscribe to my channel, and we'll cross over that 15,000 subscriber mark and hopefully get to do a very fun giveaway. Bernie has just got here and said, where are you moving to? I'm going to be moving to Virginia in September, not too far away from Becca. So you'll be seeing a lot more lives and a lot more videos with the both of us having fun and all that. I know Becca says less than 200 subscribers away. I know, I'm so close. I'm so close. All right, I'm going to stop talking because my voice is really getting tired now. And but I'm glad that y'all were here today and spent some time with me. Next week we'll work on some more of the Gravity Quilt, and that will be month 8 that we will get to So we'll be getting very close to the end of, well, at least the colorful blocks. We still have to put together the black, whites, and gray blocks as well. Thank you, Linda. I greatly appreciate it. Andrea says that's the one that I want to win. I can get the kit that way. Very good thinking. I like that thinking. All right, guys. Sorry, Zaza. It happens. Love all of you. Thank you guys so much for spending your day with me. I'm going to go probably eat some chicken noodle soup. So have a great day, everybody. And remember, guys, normal, it's just a setting on the dryer. I'll see you next week. Bye. If I can click the button. Okay, bye.